WIDR Kalamazoo.
Hello again. Thanks for tuning in to the Western News Review. It's where we bring you the updates from the Western Herald. I'm sure you may have missed certain news stories, but not to worry. We have you covered here on the Western News Review. Today we're talking about a couple of topics that will interest you. But first of all, guess who's here today?
What is up, everybody? I'm Aidan Relko, the assistant photo editor for the Western Herald.
Yeah.
Happy to be back again.
Yeah.
Love doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm Eddie Rosenthal, the sports editor of the Western Herald, and I'm also, very excited to be back. Very happy to be back.
The last time they were here, it was very fun, and so you can expect nothing less today. How's your story doing that door thing?
Oh, the door video, it's always doing good. Gets a couple views a day still, which is awesome to see. But
Do you think
advisor,
management is doing anything about it?
No, they gave Corey their stupid excuse, and we're moving on, I guess. But the advisor for student media, Glenn Dillon, he has been pushing for maybe a follow-up where we maybe put some equipment on the doors, get some readings about truly how hard it is to open them. Yeah. So put a little science into it.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
some
see
engineering.
if we can get that going.
Yeah, sounds good. Recently, they sent out a survey, I think,
Really?
about the new student center. So I guess if anyone wants to fill that out, maybe include the fact that
I'll have to look for that survey and let them know.
I think that was earlier this week. Yeah, they were asking about our experience generally with the new student center. So get that, and maybe it might help with the efforts to get it all fixed. But again, today we're talking about WSA. We're talking about Western Michigan University staff and students receiving some awards and some predictions, which are opinions anyway, but in light of the college media madness, which I always find interesting, college media madness. I don't know who chose that name, but interesting name.
I'm not sure either. Just got sprung upon us, so...
Right. So Eddie's going to run us through some predictions that himself and others have made, right? With regards to, the competition.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about housing resources here at, in Southwest Michigan, I think, to end homelessness. There's a walk about to happen. We'll tell you all about that. And if there are any sports updates, since these two do sports, and I know they host a sports podcast as well, so maybe they might want to run us through some updates that you may have missed in terms of sports if you're just a fan of sports. All right, let's get into it then. Let's start from the WSA. They have something going for home.
Yes.
What's that?
The newly elected executive branch, the president-elect and some of the people she's bringing along with her, they introduced their new campaign that they want to bring about. It's called HOME.
What's that stand for? Which
stands for Honesty, Onward for the Brown and Gold, Meaning, and Effective. So they fit a couple extra words there in the acronym.
Squeezed it in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just snuck it in there, which is fine. But
what's that? So, first of all, I mean, like you're saying, I find it interesting that O has a very long, it's a full phrase on its own, Onward
I get
for
it.
and God. Yeah.
Like to connect it to the university, but at the same time, it does not fit your acronym, if I'm being honest. But but that's just my take on it.
Anyway, so what's HOME about? What is HOME intended to do?
So, to my understanding, HOME is basically their plans to kind of reshape how the WSA interacts with students and kind of try to build a better culture, not only with WSA, but with the student body as well. So that kind of leads into the H of it all, the honesty. With that, what they're trying to do is be more transparent about the things they're doing, try to have that interaction between WSA and the students be just more common and have more postings about what they're doing, take more suggestions and things like that. And
So they're trying to be
Yeah.
more visible. But
Yeah.
but maybe on the back of that, and maybe Eddie, you might want to chime in, but I'm still asking that to you. But in terms of visibility, and do you see the WSA, visible to the students? Because I know
Yeah.
during elections reflect how well students actually follow them, and they get they get very little votes. Like when you look at the voting percentage, it tells you that it seems like there's a gap between the
Yeah.
association and students.
Yeah. I mean, for me, what I think is in terms of like I know, especially with the new student center, you can see them trying to put themselves out in front of students, which is good. Do I think they do that as often as they probably could be? Probably not. But also the other thing is the students don't really care about government. If we're being honest,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of students
Politics.
now.
That's why I'm not really. That's why I haven't chimed in too much because I don't know too much about it.
What's up with them?
This is my 5th year. I'm on the back end of my 5th year, and I don't really.
You know
I haven't
what's
paid
going on
attention
with them.
too much throughout my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's only a real select type of student that's being like that involved with the student body and stuff and will like vote during the elections. Like I know the new president-elect and her group, they were the only ones running. So like they won, but I honestly don't know how many people actually voted in that because I just don't think a lot of people care. Like they'll stand out in the student center and say, "Will you scan this QR code, fill it, and vote, and use your voice?" And everyone just kind of keeps walking. So I think that's
It goes both ways, right?
yeah. They should also just not only find a way to like get in front of the students, but you also have to find a way to get them to care. Because
that's true.
that's like the biggest thing with anything now is no one's gonna like interact with what you're doing if you're not providing them some sort of value, because now in today's age, so to speak, everyone's got like 1,000 different things that they could be giving their attention to. So why should they bother with you?
Small attention spans nowadays.
Exactly. Yeah, that's interesting thoughts on that. I haven't actually looked at it from that perspective. I was always thinking about what aren't they doing right, but it's also it behoves on the students as well to care. I think it starts from there. If they care, then they're going to
Exactly.
want to know more about that. Oh, wow, interesting. So they are doing home, but what's the benefit? I know you outlined what's the intention is, but how do you think how do you see students benefiting from something like that?
Well, I think the way that they've outlined it, there are a couple benefits that they're looking to do, like the onward for the brown and gold part of it all. They are more so looking to like increase, what's it called? Pride in the university. Like they want people to be like, go Western, and and really,
Go Broncos.
really be
Have that,
enthusiastic
school
about
pride.
Western Michigan, which is, I do think is something that's important because me personally, I do think you can kind of see a dip in people wanting to show that university pride. But I also think the largest benefit of it all would be students being more involved in their government, because I know this goes back to people not really caring, but it is like some of the choices they make are things that could affect you. Like not only what happens on campus that you can be a part of, but also down to things like what you're paying for as well.
Exactly. I just remember. I mean, we recently had the vote on the
SAF.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
and
like one instance.
Stuff like that will, I mean, no matter what your involvement level is on campus, that's going to be stuff that affects you. So that's what I think the best part of it would be, is just getting that notoriety and information in front of students, because the stuff they're doing will in some way affect everyone.
Sounds good. All right. So enough about WSA. Let's go to the larger university community. And there's some news about awards. that some WME staff and students have, won. Eddie is pointing at,
this guy.
Aidan, like, you do that.
Mr. Can't follow the news, doesn't know what's going on, but I do. So
Isn't this the one? No, I mean, didn't you win?
oh, I won an award.
Yeah.
but that's not
You
what-
did?
That's what I was. That's,
That's
what I
what
was
you're pointing?
That's what I was
Yeah.
pointing. I wasn't pointing because I need him to do it. No,
Congratulations. What did you
Thank
win?
you.
no, this guy
Thank
won an
you.
award.
What'd you
That's why I
win?
was.
I got technically I didn't win, but I got second place
Still.
at the Michigan Student Broadcaster Awards for one of the video stories that I made.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. I did that
Yay.
the first week. No. Yeah, the first week back from break. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
It
one
was
of
a
those-
week or two ago.
one of those
and,
weeks.
Yeah. And so that was cool. I got to go to
Wow.
Lansing with some people from WIDR. They got second place for another category, and they got honorable mention for another category for some of the college audio sections. But yeah, so that was sweet.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Wow,
very much.
that's great. Interested. So So how about the other awards that MSGC, is that what they're called?
Yes.
Was I talking about the wrong awards?
It's
You
still
were.
no,
You
no.
were.
I just wanted to give you credit
Thank
for your
you. No,
award.
Actually,
I
good. Last
appreciate
week,
that.
I had I had Kayla and then
Grace.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think they also spoke about some awards that
Yes.
you
I
guys
know,
are really doing great. For
I know
real.
Kayla won an award for
Yeah.
something she wrote. And I think someone else won something, but I
Yeah.
can't
We're
killing it.
remember. But yeah, a lot of awards.
You guys
Yeah.
are doing great. That's fun.
The news section and the photo section are doing awesome.
I know, right? Okay, so talk to me about the MSGC awards.
Yes.
Who won what? What's the award about?
Yes. So Western Michigan University got a total of 5 awards from it's NASA's MSGC, which is the Michigan Space Grant Consortium, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a fancy word.
That's
It's
a
a
NASA
NASA, that's a
pronounce.
NASA word. I don't know NASA words.
I didn't know we
Yeah.
had NASA here.
But yeah, so they gave out 2 graduate fellowships and 2 faculty-led fellowships for undergraduates, and 1 hands-on NASA-oriented experience. So yeah, so that's huge stuff. We got some scientific folk over
I know,
here
right?
at Western Michigan University.
I didn't know we had any semblance of NASA around this area.
Yeah,
I had a friend who started in aerospace engineering
Dang.
freshman year. I think he switched out, but
Wait, so is aerospace the one with planes or the one with rockets? I think
it's
the one
both.
with
I think it might be both.
Okay.
they're both in flying.
Yeah.
right. That's aerospace.
Yeah, I think he might. I think he wanted to go into something with like rocket ships, but I don't really know because it's such an aviation school. So
It's an extra
Is-
level of
is the
smarts.
is that
to
in
do
the engineering campus?
what?
It should be.
Like the aerospace stuff,
Oh, yeah, probably.
and that's off campus, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
a little bit.
Off the main campus.
Off the
It's,
main
off main,
campus,
it's only
yeah.
like 5 minutes off of main campus,
okay.
whereas aviation campus is like
Yeah, it's in Battle Creek.
yeah, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my roommate does aviation.
Yeah.
That was smart folks.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. So we have some awards. Congratulations to the folks that won the awards. NASA stuff, genius stuff. All right, let's come down to the Western Herald and
Yes.
College Media Madness. And this time around, Eddie,
Yes.
Oh
we'll
yeah.
do that.
We talked about it a lot on our podcast. Our
Maybe let's refresh.
radio show. Our radio show with the editorial board.
Okay.
We did that on
So
Tuesday.
College Media Madness is a fundraising competition for college newspapers all over the country.
Oh.
And I think we just had to sign up for it, really. But
Yeah, you just have to sign up.
just had to sign up.
but
But
we were the only newspaper in Michigan.
only
Michigan,
newspaper in
which is
Michigan.
great, you know.
Yeah, we're representing the state. There are a lot of really cool and prestigious schools that are in the competition
I
that
had,
have
Stanford
papers
and
in
the rest,
there.
yeah.
And so
How are we feeling? How's it looking like for us?
What are we in right now? 7th?
7th place, I think.
Yeah,
as
Oh,
of
they started
yesterday.
already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it started this past Sunday,
yeah,
right?
the 24th of
Oh,
March.
so
is when it
they're
started.
ranking based on how much you've been able to raise.
Yep.
Yes.
Seventh
yeah.
is actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do better, but it's
Yeah,
wow.
seventh out of 22. So
Yeah.
it's
Whoa.
yeah, not bad.
So 7th out of
Yeah,
22.
rich.
Yeah.
Nationwide. But like
Yeah.
some people are getting like, whoever's in first got like one donation for like $1,000.
Probably
So,
probably Stanford or
person?
something like that.
Yeah.
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 I can pull up the standings right now if you want to keep
Yeah,
talking about it.
I don't have good service in here, but yeah, so I don't think I could pull it up. But yeah, so we're doing pretty well relatively for I think the size of our school compared to some of the other schools as well, and just like I said, the
Update, we've
prestige.
dropped to 10th. We are not in 7th anymore.
Still top 50, top 50%.
Still, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
And
we're
we're
hanging
above people who have money. So like it's not like we're beating all the people who have $0. We're above some people who actually have money.
Yeah.
there you go.
So there we
Who's
we're
in
right
first,
now. Well, right now we're above the Statesman from Stony Brook University. They're at 11th. The Indiana Daily Student from Indiana
nice.
University. They're in 12th, and then the Eagle from American University is 13th. And then a bunch of
American's
people.
13.
Yeah,
Interesting.
a bunch of people who have 0. Stanford has 0.
Wow,
Stanford's got no money.
that's
No
shocking.
donations. I don't
We
know if
thought
they're
that
not-
they were going to be a powerhouse.
I don't know if they're not. So yeah, this is we'll get into your rankings in a minute, but
Yeah.
we're currently. This is interesting. We're the Western Herald. We're behind. We're 10th. At number 9 is Badger Herald from
Wisconsin,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Madison.
Yeah. They've got one donor who gave them $500.
Jeez.
We have 5 donors, and we're sitting at $206.
Who's mom at Wisconsin Madison?
Exactly. But in first, golly, $10 above second place,
my
which
gosh.
is the Daily Orange from Syracuse University. They're in second.
Okay.
How much is that?
They have the Daily Orange in second place has $1,880.
Okay.
14 donors. So it's a tough climb to get to the
Yeah,
top
that's
ranks.
But it's not impossible, though.
Yeah, but
that's an
number
average
one-
of like well over $100 per donor.
Yeah. Number 1 is University of Georgia, the red and black. They've got 1,890, so they're $10 above.
Wow.
But we can make the climb.
I mean, yeah, one person can just decide to donate like $5,000 and we
You can kind of see there's a couple drops, like 1 through 5. They're in the $1,000 range, and then 6 through 9 are in like the $500 range,
hundreds.
and then we're in 10th and $200. So,
it's not too
We need
difficult.
that big boost.
so if you have
somewhere.
a copious amount of money and you're listening to
Copious amount
this,
of
and
money.
you just don't know where to put your money, you maybe want a tax write-off.
And
donate to the Western Herald. You can
Yeah.
find that at the College Media Madness website, or also at westernherald.com.
Yeah, if you just love the newspaper and love our
Can't
newspaper,
get enough of it. Want to see us do more?
Yeah.
Want to see us maybe win College Media Madness?
yeah,
That is possible.
want to
be a
see us
huge
do a
upset.
bunch of cool stuff and get a bunch of new things,
Yeah.
and beat out the red and black from Georgia
That would be huge.
powerhouse.
They have 1,008 right now.
Yeah.
So that would mean we need someone who can decide to say, you know what, let me just donate like 2,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be sweet. If you have $2,000 lying around and don't know where to put it,
Sitting in the closet collecting dust.
let it see the light of day. Move some money around. It
Yeah.
improves the economy as
Yeah.
well.
Really,
so-
you're also investing in young talent.
Investing
You're
in the
boosting,
future.
you're boosting the GDP.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's huge.
You're
Gross
getting
domestic
money.
product.
Yeah, you're getting the
Yep.
money flow through the
This guy
economy.
knows economy. That's awesome.
Barely.
But you and Jack did a ranking of
We
some
did.
teams.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Let me see
predictions.
It'll
what
be
it-
interesting to see how these look now with the standings currently. I'm interested to
Okay,
see.
okay.
Yeah. So let's just start with our first matchup, which was Western Herald versus Indiana Daily Student. Which, interestingly enough, we are right in front of them.
Yeah.
We are right in front of them.
We are
And
$500 or no, $50. We are $50
Same difference.
above them.
And yeah, Jack and I picked the Western Herald to
Of course.
win, of
So
course.
that,
which
safe to say that prediction came to pass.
Yeah,
That's
so-
great.
So far, so good.
yeah, I don't know if the Daily Northwestern or the Daily Pennsylvanian each have any.
The Daily Pennsylvanian has and $10.
Wow.
And they're in 5th. And the Daily Northwestern has $1,100.
Oh, that's close.
And they're in 4th.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Wow.
so that's true too.
So that was my 4 versus 5 seed, which was Daily Northwestern versus the Daily Pennsylvania,
nailed it.
I
Yeah,
had
you
the
did
Daily,
it, yeah.
and I had the Daily Northwestern winning.
Wow. And they're in 4th and Pennsylvanians in 5th.
Wow!
So you kind of nailed it. That's huge.
As of right now,
you should be giving out lottery numbers for real.
I think the Powerball is pretty big tomorrow night. I think.
Dude, it's
So,
like $1 billion.
yeah, it's up there. The Mega Millions was just $1 billion. Some dummy from New Jersey won it. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would love to be that dummy, you know. But anyway, I think Jack had this one, which was the Stanford Daily versus the Daily Cardinal.
Okay.
Of-
What did he have?
He had the Stanford Daily winning. He was the 3 seed
Okay.
Stanford Daily versus the 6 seed Daily Cardinal.
Well, Stanford Daily's in 18th with $0.
Yep.
The Daily Cardinal is in 15th with $0.
Wow.
Okay.
So
We had
some upsets.
Yeah, Jack had the Stanford Daily winning there, so
Yeesh.
we'll see who gets any money, if at all,
Technically,
first.
they are ahead.
Yeah.
But
UCLA, the Daily Bruin, we had at number 2.
the Daily Bruin. Okay.
And then we had them beating, unfortunately, the Red and Black of Georgia.
Okay.
Who's
Well,
obviously in
that's an
first
upset.
place.
yeah, we know the Red and Black is in first.
First, so-
Daily Bruin at 16th with $0.
Nice. Wow. We really thought Stanford and UCLA were going to
Honestly, I thought
killing
same
it.
too. Like
Yeah.
I thought
There's
they'll
just
be.
no
those
investment.
California students.
Oh, are they
and-
waiting to like see how
There's
others
no
do, and
investment in
then
the newspaper. There's no way anyone
Right.
at UCLA is
Yeah.
like, let me go read this student newspaper.
I mean, it's a prestigious university, you know. It's a lot of
Yeah.
money in that university. That's why we thought, because Stanford and UCLA, there's a lot of money in those universities. They're really good.
which is surprising
schools.
for real.
Yeah. So that was all of our picks was 1 through 8. We had the Western Herald doing better than the Daily Northwestern, which obviously
Youch.
not the case. We had the Daily Bruin beating Stanford, which
they did. Yeah.
yeah, they both.
They both sitting at 0.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
undecided.
And we had Western Herald defeating the Daily Bruin in the finals, which is currently
Technically, that's happening.
that's happening.
That's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
we did a
so
We just
bracket
got to find a
style.
way to get a big donor, is what it seems like. The state press has put together quite a run with 20 donors. At $1,150, they have 20 donors, and they're in 3rd place. That's Arizona State University's newspaper.
I think we had ASU up there a
Can you
bit.
click on it and see how many people, like, what's the different amounts they donated? No. Oh, wait. Yes, you can. Let me see if anyone's gotten some big donors. Oh, wait. Some of them are anonymous.
Even the amount?
I think you have the amount
some
budget
of
and
them,
how the people.
Some of them have hid the amount.
Oh.
So
Even though the total is, I guess that's fair
I'm
enough.
interested to see what people have been given to the Daily Northwestern, though. Let's see here. Someone had to gave $1,000.
And that's what we thought it was going to be like with Stanford and UCLA.
They hide their donations too.
We're like with Northwestern,
Wow.
it's just a good school. We thought a lot of smart people
Interesting.
go to those schools.
We got a lot of smart people.
I know, but it's a lot harder to get into those
High
schools. To be
acceptance
honest
rate,
with you,
but
Yeah.
everyone's still smart.
Smart.
We don't highly accept dummies. We only highly accept geniuses
No.
at this university.
I
Geniuses
agree.
who win awards from NASA.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true. I haven't heard of any news about Stanford or UCLA winning NASA awards. I guess to be fair, that's yeah, you've got me there.
But we'll see. We're going to wait around and see where
Let's
the
see.
wind blows. If the wind blows some of your money out of your wallet and towards the Western Herald, that would be awesome.
That'd be great, yeah.
Donate to the Western Herald on our website or at collegemediamadness.com. Please.
Yes, please.
Please.
Please and please. Yeah, we can do this. The fact that we're at 10th, gives me a lot of hope. So,
Yes.
Yeah, and,
Top 10's not bad.
And we have
Yeah.
until April 8th.
Yes.
Okay.
To collect donations
have
for that.
about,
April
that's
8th.
like
Yeah.
2 weeks now.
Yeah, a little less. I think it's,
It's about
10
a week
days.
now.
10 days, yeah.
Great. So if you're doing the listening, please make sure to hop on to the Western Herald website or the College Media Madness website and donate to the Western Herald. Just any amount you can give will go a long way. All right, let's do some walk stories to end hopelessness. So, in the spirit of, trying to see. I was going to say donation, but not donation, walking, helping. In the spirit of helping, some folks are planning to take a walk to end homelessness. Give me that story, Aidan.
Yes. So the Housing Resources Inc. or the HRI, as everyone likes acronyms.
Acronyms, yeah.
Every single story we've talked about today has had an acronym in it. No one can just have a name.
Yeah, it's just too difficult to
I
say
think
all
it's,
those.
Let's make an acronym and
all
make it
those
really fun
syllables.
and cool.
I think
All those
it's
syllables
easier.
are too hard.
Yeah, it's easier. That's why people use people use Western more than they use WMU. No.
I say Western, yeah.
Yeah, I think I hear Western more than I hear
Whatever.
WMU.
I'm sick of acronyms.
I feel like
today.
WMU has more.
WMU, the
Western.
More
the
syllables.
It does.
slow of the M connected
Yeah.
to the U does not work.
WM.
WMU.
WMU.
Like
Yeah, it
WMU,
doesn't.
it's too much tongue skipping around.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It is too much.
I think saying
to-
Western is easier.
Western.
I like Western. Anyways, Housing Resources Inc. is hosting its annual 5K walk to end homelessness on April 13th. It's a Kalamazoo-based kind of event that they do. All Kalamazoo community members are invited. You don't have to be a student or anything.
And how'd you get involved? Do you know?
So to get involved, I'm not entirely sure, but I know that it kicks off on Homer Striker Field at 10 a.m. on the 13th.
So that's how to get involved.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to sign up.
I
or
assume
not.
everything is a Google search away.
Yeah,
typically.
I would say if that's a smart idea.
Yeah, if
Looking
you're
up
interested-
Housing
For a
Resources
walk?
Inc.
Yeah, if you're interested, I would say
Yeah,
I think
Google.
for a walk, you don't really have to sign up. Do
that's
you?
true. That's true.
yeah.
It's just
I
join
don't
them
know.
and walk.
It could warrant taking a look at their website. I'm sure they have one, but
Yeah, they do. It's linked in the story. down there,
perfect. So you can go to westernherald.com, read the story, check the link. But
it's in the last sentence.
but yeah, so
Yeah.
they're leaving Homer Striker Field at 10 a.m. on the 13th. They're gonna walk through a little bit of campus, through a lot of the downtown area, and circle back and finish at Homer Striker Field as well. So,
Homelessness, though, how dire is it here?
it's pretty bad, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's great.
Specifically in
Yeah.
the downtown area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people by the train station and stuff who are homeless, which is sad to see. They used to have a little camping community in the woods, and then the mayor was like, "You can't camp out here," so he kicked the homeless people out of their little homeless shelter that they built in the woods. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. But
Yeah. Allows them to really take a nice spot in the middle of town.
yeah, but yeah, homelessness is it's probably the most prevalent social issue that's in Kalamazoo, I would say.
Yeah, because
Would you say
it's unavoidable to.
Is it just in Kalamazoo, though? It's,
No,
it's
it's all
everywhere.
over the world.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
it's specifically now with a lot of the housing issues we're seeing.
Yeah.
More people are being made homeless every day. And it's not just there's a stigma to homelessness almost about people who maybe were involved in some illegal activities or
No.
drug use and stuff, but
No. Not
now
always.
so more than ever that's not really the case.
Right.
It can come down to maybe you have a bad breakup with someone and now you're homeless.
Yeah.
That's where it is at this point in
know.
time. Or maybe your rent goes up a little too much and it's the straw that broke the camel's back and now you're
'cause-
homeless. So-
Right. It's not easy to just get out and get into a new place.
Yeah, it's difficult to own a home or
Yeah,
to even
right.
exactly.
Owning a home is near impossible at this day and age. So
true.
Yeah.
it's all about renting now, which is
I know a number of countries, places like is it UK, Canada, also who are struggling with the, housing issues and stuff like that. So it's
But yeah, the walk, the intention of it is to not only raise awareness of the housing crisis and homelessness in general, but they're also looking to encourage funding as well with the HRI. A lot of their funding comes from grants and stuff and community-based donations, and with those donations they can help out homelessness in the area and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so donations. I mean, it's an NGO, right? So that makes sense that they are asking for donations, and I think people who are able to help should do so. There's a link on the website to donate and find out more about getting involved. So, HRI, all the best to them, and I hope some of you can join the walk as well. All right, we'll end on the note of some sports update, if any. Is there anything happening in sports, Eddie?
Yeah, so there's a little bit happening, a little bit of what just happened, really. So gymnastics, they won the MAC championship recently, which is obviously a big deal.
Seen a gymnastic game. Is that a game?
It's a meet,
technically.
technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
They get fancy with it.
Yeah. It's usually a lot of teams there and stuff. So,
Was it the MAC tournament? Or
yeah, it was just the championship, or whatever championship tournament. All the teams were there. Really, only two were competing. It was us and Ball State, I think it was, and
the only good ones. Is that what you're saying?
well, basically at the end of the
Okay.
competition, it was really only two teams into it. But we ended up winning by 0.05 point, which is kind of how scoring is like by point
close
by 0.025 points. It's like how they score. So technically like two-ish right
2
points is what we won by, and so they did that. We have a couple of the gymnasts going to nationals for some solo events. I forget off the top of my head which one. I think we have one for floor and one for beam, maybe. But so that's gymnastics. Baseball season's getting going. Softball season's getting going. And then the biggest thing right now is hockey is playing this afternoon. I know this podcast won't be out by then. So by the time this is being listened to, the hockey will have already played, and we'll have either won 2 games, won one and lost one, or lost tonight. So that's happening. We're playing Michigan State tonight. They're the 4th ranked team in the country. And it's one and done now. It's the national tournament, top 16 teams. And it's, March Madness for hockey at this point. So
interesting.
Big game tonight, 5 p.m.
It is big.
And Western is going to go for the win.
This might be my motivation to see a hockey game. I know I've been saying it.
It's on ESPNU tonight.
Oh, it's on TV?
Yeah.
How do you watch ESPNU? Is that streaming?
It's on cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or on your ESPN app if you can sign into your cable provider.
Go Broncos.
Yeah. Go Broncos.
Yeah. All the best to them.
It will be tough.
Yeah. 4th ranked.
Yeah.
What are we ranked?
Like 12th or 13th.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anything can happen.
I mean, it's sports. So.
And our last 8 matches with Michigan State over the past however many years were 6-2.
But they used to be a lot worse.
Right.
Like
I mean, they kind of just this
past
year,
couple years.
this year, they kind of really just became a powerhouse out of nowhere. So I don't know. They don't really have the tournament experience. This is our 3rd straight year in it. So
that would be sick.
who knows? I think we got a good, anything can happen. Like I said, I think we have a decent chance. They're definitely a really solid team, but we also have a really good team.
We're a solider team.
Yeah.
Is what I've heard. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. That's word on the street is we're a solider
That's
team.
what the people are saying. That's what the analysts say.
So that's what they say.
ESPN is talking about as we're the solidest team.
The most solid team to ever play hockey.
The solidified.
So solid that like the ice cracks when they're skating.
Yeah.
Not that like they're.
That's a lot of hype.
The most solidest.
The most solidest. They don't even like get hurt when when they get checked. The person just bounces off of them.
I love making
because they're
up
so
new words.
solid.
They really should listen
the
to
most
this.
soliderest team.
Yes.
With if there was ever a team that was solid.
We are the most funner team.
Okay.
Super solider.
And Michigan's the least solidest team. Michigan State, the least solidest team.
By the way, Michigan is in our quad.
Oh, so
it's Michigan versus North Dakota.
Oh,
in the other side, which
North Dakota's pretty good, right?
They're pretty dang good. They're really good.
What is Michigan ranked?
I think they're right below us. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe right above us.
But so whoever wins,
right around us.
Whoever wins against Michigan State, Western plays Michigan, North Dakota State winner. Basically,
North Dakota, not North Dakota State, but yes,
North Dakota. Yeah.
North Dakota. Yes. And then winner of that goes to it's the Frozen Four.
Oh.
That's huge.
Yeah. Which we haven't
Frozen
gone to.
4 is when the solidest teams shine.
Yeah.
Is what it
Those are the 4 most solidest teams.
and the most frozen.
Yeah, they
as
are.
well. The coldest and most solid teams.
They're the frozenest 4.
The most frozen and solid and really cold college hockey teams play at that stage.
They're so cold. They're frozen. They're like negative. They're all frozen. It's negative.
Oh my God, you guys are funny. All right, if we leave you, you got to keep hyping up.
What a tangent that was.
It's so funny. All right, so that's it for sports updates. We wish the hockey team all the best. We'll give you updates on our next episode. I'm sure Aidan and Eddie's podcast as well will mention that. So do well to tune in.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Eddie, and thank you too much, Aidan. Today we've looked at WSA, their home campaign. We've looked at some awards. We've looked at the College Media Madness and how Western is doing, which, by the way, you should donate. And then the homelessness situation here. And we ended on a note of sports. I'll come away same time next week. Next week, I'm not sure I'll be here. I have a conference, but...
Ooh.
Definitely there's a capable replacement as well. So someone will be here to host it. Thank you for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to come your way with the Western News Review. My name is Daniel Lebo, and today I was joined by...
I'm Eddie Rosenthal.
I'm Aidan Relko.
All right. Until next time again, when I have these same people to make you laugh. Bye-bye.